And when it come down to it, we didn't make moves. We didn't make moves for whatever reason you want to call it. Cold feet. Other teams, I feel like a lot of other teams, they wanted to have a nice fire sale, but they wanted certain teams to get desperate, like the Eagles. They wanted us to get desperate. I'm hearing 2/3 for Robbie Anderson or a second. We wasn't willing to give up a second for a wide receiver. What is he, 26? What, he got another year on his deal? Then he looking for a bigger deal. Some guys looking to work out a contract now when they come over from a team. You know what I mean? So you never know. You never know what's in a lot of these guys' heads, especially these guys nowadays. Watching the NBA, seeing what guys are getting paid, those type of numbers is getting thrown out there. And then what gets me is Denver. Denver wanted what, a number 2? They wanted a second round pick for a 31-year-old cornerback, Chris Harris. Chris Harris is damn good, but a second round pick. How many more good years he got left in his body? See? So it's just, we never know. We won't find out. We didn't trade for him. What other guys was being thrown out there? They said Dallas was looking into Jamal Adams. That didn't happen. Jamal Adams, he's going to be looking to be dealt because he had a meeting with Joe Douglas, and after that, Joe Douglas turned around and was receiving calls on Jamal Adams. He said, I was receiving calls. I wasn't, I wasn't calling out trying to make you, available to people. So, hey, messy situation. But far as us, we didn't make moves on certain guys. Other teams made moves last week. Other teams made moves weeks ago. Jadeveon Clowney, Jalen Ramsey. Those deals that the fan base would really like right about now. We'll go, man, that could have helped us. We'll never know now. Why? Because we didn't make the move. Again, we didn't make the move. We got the Chicago Bears coming up on Sunday, though. And come hell or high water, guess what? We better be ready to play. We better be ready to play on Sunday because you got a desperate team. You got a desperate-ass Chicago Bears coming in to play football. And they coming to play. They gonna be coming to play. Mr. Trubisky, look for him to be out there moving around in the pocket. Because guess what? We're going to throw the snap count off. Fans are excited to see us. As well they should be. Three-game road trip off. It's gone. It's gone now. We're done with that. We were 1-2. Found out a lot about ourselves, though. That's what I feel like as well. Feel like we really found ourselves in that road trip. Went through that adversity. Came out of it. Guys on the way back. Tim Jernigan, Avonte Maddox, Darren Sproles, Deshaun Jackson, guys like that, LeBlanc. Man, I'm happy to see Strap out there, man. I'm looking for him to put the boom on somebody soon as he come back. Missing that. Jalen Mills. I saw his pregame speech in the hallway before taking the field in Buffalo. I like that. We've been missing that. Yeah, I mean, guys, that's one of the things I just love about this team. It's just they band together, and I feel like Howie either gonna look foolish for not making a move, or he gonna look like he had faith in the guys all along and he saw what was going on. They were just injured. These guys come back, perform, stay healthy for the rest of the season. We roll into the postseason. We do what we do. But Chicago first. Week 9. Let's focus on getting win number 5. Let's focus on that. Let's not look too far ahead. We one day at a time. It's Wednesday. We're in the middle of the week. Fingers crossed. that Deshaun get out there and he's able to play. You know what I mean? He's able to practice today. He's able to roll with the first team. No off to the side, no alternate field, none of that. With the ones out there. It's wet on the ground. Hey, it might be wet Sunday. You never know. You never know. That's why I tell young guys that I work with, in youth football leagues, hey, get out there in them elements during the week, outside of practice. Because during the game, you can't expect to get out there 3 straight hours and just be like, oh, I'll be fine. No, you haven't done it. You haven't been doing it. You know what I mean? You got to get yourself acclimated to whatever it is that you have to do. So, I'm just really excited for this game. I mean, Chicago, they're going to come in desperate. They're going to come in desperate. They're really missing Jordan Howard, though. And I feel like Jordan Howard and Alshon, they should put on some type of a show. You know what I mean? Just seeing those colors, seeing those Bears uniforms. You know what I mean? Seeing that C on the side of the helmet. You know what I mean? That should do something to those guys and make them want to perform a little bit more. You know what I mean? A little bit added motivation this week at the end of the day. Carson Wentz, he's due for a big game. If you have a big game against this defense, I mean, man, hey, we be right in the back of a lot of discussions, man. We be right back in it. We be right back in the thick of things when you think about it. They'll start talking about, damn, how good of a quarterback is Carson Wentz? We really haven't been talking about him like that. We saw their team get injured. We see their receivers so-so. He's throwing the running backs and tight ends. And you still see his production. What, he got 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions? It's not mind-blowing numbers. It's not. But he got 4 interceptions. And he's faced the Packers defense. About to face the Bears. He's faced the Bills. He's faced the Atlanta defense. Detroit defense. You see what I'm saying? Dallas. You see what I'm saying? So you've seen his body of work over this year, being in the pocket as opposed to being out of the pocket. When he gets out of the pocket, on the radio, our man Ike Reese, he like to say, the Bronco is bucking. You got to let the Bronco buck. You got to. When last week, that's what Carson was doing. When he got outside of that pocket and he started making stuff happen, that threw the Bills off. Didn't want to tackle Jordan Howard. Couldn't catch up to Miles Sanders. You see what I'm saying? Boston Scott came in, gave you pop. Turned around. Carson Wentz got into it. You just like, damn, 41 carries, 218 yards. Production. What, 3 touchdowns? 3 rushing touchdowns. 1 passing by Carson. I mean, kudos to the coaching staff for knowing your personnel. KYP, know your personnel. If you don't have burners on the roster, that defense is not threatened. The defense, they're crowding the line of scrimmage like hyenas. You know what I mean? They sit up there. What you got? Because listen, we're not worried about you. How you gonna run past me? You don't have nobody to run past me. Linebacker's probably like, man, I can outrun him in a foot race right now. See what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal for them. Bring D-Jack back. Different story. You gonna see that safety out of that box. He gonna be like, hey, I gotta get back here. So I might have to get on my bicycle because he can still run past me. Even deep, he can still run past me. That's what he brings back to us. Hope he get back on the practice field today with us, man. Really do. Far as the team, we got a new linebacker. Hopefully we can use him as an outside linebacker or something. I hope Nigel's on the way back too. Hope Nigel's ready. You know what I mean? Because, yeah. Nate Gary was out there flying around. TJ Edwards, made a couple plays. Camus, Want to see more from Camus? It's like Camus not all the way fully back. Fully back. Fully back. Where you see him and you like, okay, there go Camus. Flash for me one time. Nate Gary flashed for me last week. That was unexpected. It was like, okay. But y'all let me know what y'all thinking about Chicago. We'll get into that later on. As far as Chicago, got a little extra time on my hands today. Make that time today. Definitely. But yeah. We're not that confident in the season, but I feel like once they go out and handle their business on Sunday, we're going to feel a lot better being 5-4 as opposed to 4-5. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Oh, yeah.